You will die unknown. You can know so much, whereas you are expressing little. It's a problem. It's a problem, a big problem. Now, a quick one. I want us to take note of this. Please, can we send emojis I just want to make sure that everybody are with me. Just send emojis just to be sure that you're with me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just want to be sure that I'm not just talking to myself. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I think I can continue now. So I said something the first time, that anytime a man with knowledge meets a man with money, the man with knowledge will go home with the money, and the man with the money will always go home with the knowledge. Anytime. Let me say that again so it will sink to us. Anytime a man with knowledge meets a man with money, the man with the knowledge will go home with the money, and the man with the money will go home with the knowledge. So can I say this? That the mind is divided into two parts. I think this part I want us to pay attention to. The mind is divided into two parts. We have what we call the conscious mind, number one, and we have the subconscious mind. The first one, we have the conscious mind, and we have the subconscious mind. There is a phraseology that states that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Now, heart there does not really mean an organ. No. Now, let me go a bit scientific, okay, just to help our knowledge more. Now, we have two types of mind. Number one is the conscious. Number two is the subconscious. So when somebody says something is conscious and somebody says something is subconscious, so sub means below. So when we have a topic and a subtopic, so that means that literally we could say that the subconscious mind is below the conscious mind. So I want to put it in this way so you could understand better. I want to use a tree as a sample. The leaf and the stem, the stem and the branch of a tree are the conscious mind. The root is the subconscious mind. Can I tell you something? Though the root is below, but do you know that the root is the one that powers the tree? Without the roots, the tree cannot survive. That means without the subconscious, there's something wrong with every individual. And I was making a scientific research. I discovered that when that biblical phraseology was written, the heart there didn't actually mean the human heart, like the organ. That means that we can rephrase that to becoming, as a man thinks in his subconscious, that is what he is. As a man thinks in his subconscious. That means that the subconscious might be below, but without the subconscious, anything that is being produced in your life is actually a product of the subconscious. And the subconscious may not look really important. It may not look vital. It may look like something that's not really important, but it is the engine that powers every individual's existence. So when you see somebody talk in a certain way, you don't need to blame the person. That means we need to go back to the root of the cause of the way the person talks, the way the person talks. That means there's a problem with the person's subconscious. So this meeting is actually organized first to recalibrate our minds so that we could understand what this thing means. Can I tell you something? You can write this down. You are not just a product of your mind. You are the product of the mind of your community. Let me say that again. You are not just a product of your mind. You are the product, the sum total of your community, the constructors of your community. I was making a neuroscientific discovery just of recent, and I discovered something. Please, I want us to pay attention. Can we send emojis just to be sure everybody are listening? I will be saying that constantly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can see that. Thank you very much. Okay, I think I can forge ahead. I was making a neuroscientific discovery, and I discovered something, that before you are even formed in the womb to becoming flesh and blood, before your flesh is formed, your subconscious was already formed. I want to tell you about the power of your subconscious mind. That means that before you even start talking, there is something that has been formed already. That is your subconscious. Now, everybody that's talking around you, everything they are saying around you, every communication they are communicating around you is actually going directly in your subconscious, even while you were in the womb. So inside your mother's womb, the moment you're being given birth to, everybody are actually seeing flesh and blood. But no, you are actually birthed as the product, as the sum total of the words of the community around you. So imagine a child who was in the womb, and constantly the mother was complaining, life is hard, people are suffering is too much, hey, Nigeria is difficult, everybody here they don't succeed, life here is very hard, we need to japa this country, hey, if you are not strong, you will die. And you are not just telling it to yourself. The baby in your womb that is not formed, the baby is already attracting that into his subconscious. So, and the moment that baby is born, the baby automatically is programmed to become the product of that subconsciousness of the society. So neurosurgeons discovered that the moment you are 7 years old, your mind has already been configured to becoming what you are going to become. Your mind is already configured. And can I tell you these things? This subconscious mind is not something that is deliberate. You can't decide to say, no, I don't want. It has already been programmed inside you. That's why you see, one of the things that we need to go back and do for Africans is to reprogram them. There needs to be a mental reprogramming. There needs to be a mental reprogramming, because if you are not mentally reprogrammed, something becomes wrong. Something becomes wrong because you grew up in a society where everybody around you are complainers. So automatically you discover that you grew to become someone who is in the shadow of yourself. You do not even believe in yourself anymore, because constantly people have sown seeds. That means words are seeds that are sown in the subconscious of every being. That's why I tell people this. You can write this down if you can. You may not be able to control the people that talk to you, but you can control the people you listen to. You may not be able to control the people that talk to you, but I can personally control the people I listen to. Because when you listen to people, you are opening the gate of your subconscious mind. You are opening it to them. And the moment they feed your mind with this thing, it becomes a problem. So you hear somebody say things like, at 20, you cannot become a millionaire. It's not possible. Can I say this? Let me say this. For the fact that it was difficult for you does not mean it has to be difficult for everybody. This is the problem with an average African. They believe everybody needs to go through hell to become something, but that's not true. It's a wrong programming that we have been programmed in Africa to believe. We need to believe that everybody, we need to go through, you need to go through this, Imagine, just of recent, this evening, I saw a news that was so heartbreaking. I discovered that they just sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kalu to life imprisonment. Do you know what they are trying to do? They are not just sentencing him to life imprisonment. They are trying to shut down everybody who will literally stand up in the future to speak for themselves or to speak for what they believe. So you reading that news automatically is going to your subconscious, telling you that if you wake up tomorrow to saying, I want to fight for myself, I want to come out to, I want to stand for freedom, I want to stand for what I believe, there's a problem. There's a problem. So can you write this down? Can you write this down? I want you to take note of. I think I want everybody to be. Are you listening, please? If you are here, please just give me a wave. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I constantly need to do this because I didn't mean it's a video. This it will be easier. Thank you. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. I think I can forge ahead now. Let me forge ahead. Let me forge ahead. Now, that means that in your subconscious, please take note of this. Do you know that it's in the root that determines the life of the tree? And don't forget what I said earlier. I said the root of a tree is like the subconscious mind of every human. Take note of this. It is in the subconscious that thoughts are being produced. Your thoughts are produced in your subconscious mind. So someone can say something like, you don't know what I'm thinking. But definitely, I know what you're thinking. The moment you speak, that means that out of the abundance of your thoughts, you will speak. That's why there's a biblical phraseology that says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. It's not really the heart. So you know what they are trying to say, that is out of the abundance of the subconscious mind. It's out of the abundance of your subconscious. You speak. So your thoughts are being produced from your subconscious mind. Please take note of that. So if I cannot know your thoughts, if I know your words, I can know what is in your mind. Because anybody who is talking poverty cannot claim that there's wealth in his subconscious. If there's poverty in your subconscious, what you split out from your mouth will be poverty. So everybody becomes, their words become the product of their thoughts that is generated in their subconscious. In their subconscious. And write this down if you can. Your words, your subconscious, everything will come together to form your philosophy. Your thoughts, everything will come together to form your philosophy. That's why if you tell some certain people that what do you believe? Philosophy is actually your belief. Your philosophy is actually your belief. So you can write this down. The mind is shaped and governed by beliefs. The mind is shaped and governed by belief. If we have anybody who is a medical practitioner here, you are going to believe that in medicine, one of the first things that makes a drug very effective is belief. That means that in the subconscious of that person, the person already knows that if I have headache, if I take paracetamol, I will be fine. So beliefs are very powerful. And beliefs are formed by thoughts. And thoughts are formed by words. You can write this down. Let me give you some few points to write down. Thoughts are seeds that are sown in your future. Thoughts are seeds that are sown into your future. Thoughts are seeds that are sown into your future. And we've heard this over again and again and again, that you will reap what you sow. But I need to show us another light of that phrase, that you just don't reap what you sow. You will reap more than what you sow. Anybody who sows a grain of corn does not expect a grain of corn in return. Never. If you sow a grain of corn, you're expecting to reap a basket full of corn. So anybody whose thought is poor, what the person is going to reap at the end of the day is a basket full of poverty. The basket full of poverty. The thought first is the problem. And neuroscientists have discovered that over 90% of humans, it is their subconscious that controls their behavior. And it is automatic. It is automatic. It is automatic. So when you see somebody behaving a certain way, where you should go back, the cause of that problem is actually their thought. It's actually their thought. It becomes automatic. Now, let me take you back to creation. I was reading a scripture. I'm a Christian, okay? I was reading a scripture and I discovered something very powerful that blew my mind. I discovered that in the book of Isaiah, okay? I think in the book of Isaiah chapter 40, the book of Isaiah chapter 40 verse 11, where God was actually giving accounts that even the sand that were used on earth were measured. It blew my mind. Even the sand, the earth was measured, the width, the length was measured. So does that mean that even God thinks? So what we call the heavens and the earth is actually the product of the thought of God. It's actually the product of the thought of God. So if you are claiming that you are a creation that was created by the creator, that means that you yourself, you must become a creator. You must become a creator. So the moment you decide that you want to become a creator, that means you are a God. You are a God. You are a God. So if you don't believe that you are a God, that's where the problem comes in. And every God must create something. So I wrote this down. Very powerful. I want you to write it down. That the earth and the heavens was a product of the formulated thought of God. The earth and the heavens are the product of the formulated thoughts of God. So God too thinks. So if somebody is claiming that you were created by God, do you know the African believes this, that a lion can never give birth to a goat? So if our father, the person that you claim gave birth to you, is a thinker, then why are you not thinking? Then why are you not thinking? So what we actually call creation is not just creation. It's actually a formulated way. It's actually a formulated thought that gives birth to creation. That means that I can rephrase this to saying that when your thought is arranged in a certain sequence, that is when creation is possible. When your thought is arranged in certain sequence, creation becomes possible. Now, let me tell us something that's mind-blowing. Okay, please, are you with me? Are you with me? So that would, okay, thank you very much. I really love feedbacks, just to be sure that I'm not just talking to myself. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, I think I can forge ahead now. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now let me continue. So can I say something? So I was giving us a very good analogy that when you are in your mother's womb, please let's listen to this carefully. The thought of the society formed your subconscious. So you came out, you started believing that life is tough. That means that you are not just believing it, it has been programmed in your mind before you came into existence. So some people might actually believe that they are living in the present, whereas it's not true. You are actually living in your subconscious, which is your past. That means that in the real sense, I can say this, that the present is actually an illusion. The present does not really exist. What every human being are exhibiting now is actually something that has been programmed in them before. Can I say this then on that note, that everybody are living in the past? Everybody are living in the past. You think that you are living in the present, but no, you're not living in the present. You're actually the product of what has already been programmed in you in the past. So that means that you are living in the past. So that means that what you are calling the present now will one day become the past in the future, that you will be programmed. That is where affirmation comes in. People wake up in the morning. Oh, I am great. I am big. I am this. I will become this. What you are actually doing unknowingly, you are telling your subconscious that though I might have been programmed this way, but I decide to unlearn and relearn. I will decide to tell my mind that this is what I want for myself in the future. So anybody that wants a great future must be ready to invest in the subconscious. So there is a philosophy I put together some few times ago. I called it the we power. Listen to this carefully. I called it the we power. Please, I want to know how many minutes I have left, so I won't exceed my timing and all that. So I would know how to constrain. I just want to know how many minutes I have left. Okay. Okay, I think I can forge ahead. Okay. Now, I was saying something. I said that for every human being that exists, every being that exists, do you know why a slave is a slave? A slave is a slave because there's something that's been programmed in his mind to believe that he is inferior. I was studying the word colonial or colonize. I discovered that the word colonize is coined out from the word to farm. That means that the people that are so-called, that were called the colonial master, they did not come to help us. They came to use us. The colonial master did not come to help us. In fact, something blew my mind just of recent, that I discovered that civil servants are called civilized servants. You are civilized, but yet you are still a servant. You are a civilized servant. That means that a certain people will determine what you earn. A certain people will determine when you will retire. A certain people will determine when you rest. A certain people will determine when you wake up. A certain people, your life is already programmed. And you see fresh graduates leaving school, they want to still enter the same colonization. So that's why I tell young people that we may not be in a physical colony. We may not be physically colonized by our British masters. We are already mentally colonized in Africa. So what we need in Africa is a mental decolonization. And that's what the Sage Network is doing now, to help you refine your mind. So that you won't replicate the product of what those who claimed that they've been free from the colonial master, but yet they're still mentally colonized. So I was talking about something called the we power. I deliberately decide my circle. I deliberately decide the people that are around me. I deliberately decide that because I discovered that you are not just the product of your mind. You are the product of the mind of the people you spend time with. You can't claim that you are a lion. I don't know if anybody has seen Lion King. There's one movie, Lion King. One of the things you discover in Lion King is that when Simba found himself around other animals that were not in the tribe of the lions, he started behaving like them. Something was wrong with his mind. Until one day he saw his kind And he discovered that, no, I'm not meant to belong here. I'm not meant to belong here. So you can write this down, that the mentally underdeveloped will always be slave to the mental developed. Let me say that again. The mentally underdeveloped will always be slaves to the mentally developed. Yes, always. The mentally underdeveloped will always be slaves to the mentally developed. So while you know this, let me give you a statistics that will shock you. Let me give you a statistics that will shock you. I discovered that 17%, 17.1% in Nigeria, okay, they are unemployed. 21.2% are earning less than 50K in a month. 27.8% are earning 35K in a month. I mean the population now. 19% of the population are earning up to 100,000 naira in a month. Now, only 8% of Nigerians are earning above 250,000 naira. Only 8%. And can I tell you something? If you believe that survivor, you see, there's something I need to tell you. Whenever we put, I call this the monkey principle. Whenever you put a banana in a trap, the monkey is actually seeing food. But what the monkey is not knowing is that that banana in the trap is not actually, the person does not like him enough to feed him. It was actually a trap to keep him for life. So that's what salary does. Salary is actually the banana that is in the trap. It's actually the banana that's in the trap. It will keep you for life. For life. And can I tell you something? Anybody who controls your education will always control your outcome. Anybody who can control your education will control your outcome. So that's why the government designed the curriculum. Tells everybody, go to school, so time, graduate. When you graduate, you come back to us again. You see that? That's actually a black colonizing the black. Yeah. The blacks are actually colonizing the black. Come back again and take that CV that we gave you, bring it back to us to beg for a job. Bring it back to us to beg us again for a job. That's crazy. And that's why whenever you see a man that has a different result, is a man that decided to have a different education. Any man you see with a different result is a man with a different education. That's why I just said it, that anybody that can control your education will control your outcome. We control your outcome. So your outcome is totally dependent on the people that can control your education. Now, let me say this lastly. Anytime you see that there is pain and, pain in the life of every man. You see, I've seen people get to points where they start asking themselves, I'm tired of life. I want to kill myself. You see, people get to that point where they tell them, hey, I want to kill myself. I'm tired. Hey. Okay. That's not actually the problem. Do you know the problem? Somebody had told you that you're not good enough. And that thing they said, you may think that it doesn't matter. It's actually going to your subconscious. Don't forget, your subconscious mind is the most fertile land. Anything you sow on it, it grows faster than you think. So when somebody's talking around you, they're saying some certain things around you, it's going to your subconscious. It's been sown into your subconscious. And the day the harvest time is going to come, you will reap it in abundance. So whenever you see someone hard time, write this down if you can, that hard time is actually a sign that something is about to be bettered. Hard times is actually a sign that something is about to be bettered. And the very big question I have always is this: What are you pregnant with? Because what you're pregnant with in your subconscious is what you are going to bet in your future. What are you pregnant with? That's why I tell a lot of young people that it's good to carry out affirmations, but affirmation is not enough. Affirmation is not enough. Affirmation without action will lead you to destruction. Affirmation without action will lead you to destruction. In fact, it's not just action alone. Your action must be measurable, a measurable action. Affirmation without action will lead you to destruction. So that's why it's important. Anytime you need, that's why one of the biggest skill every individual must learn is the skill of being focused. I need to say this again so that you get, I know we have heard of it again and again and again and again. Be focused, be focused, be focused, be focused, be focused, be focused. Let me show you another light of being focused. In a world of noise, do you know this world is too noisy? You need to look for a place that will help you deliberately incubate your subconscious. That's why you can write this down. Sometimes you need to go to focus to focus. Let me say this again. You need to go to focus to focus. That means that focus sometimes is not just a thing. Focus is a place. Focus is not just a thing or an event. Focus can also be a place. So when you say that everywhere is too loud, everybody is saying too many things, that's one of the problems with the social media space. Everybody is shouting, we want freedom, we want freedom. The African man does not really want to be free because we have been taught how to just shout, whereas we don't want to really be free. So I read a piece by Albert Einstein some few years ago. Albert Einstein said something, oh God of Israel. He said, freedom is actually an illusion to an African man. It blew my mind. Freedom is actually an illusion to an African man. So an African actually thinks that what you are fighting for, you'll soon be free. But it's a lie. Somebody somewhere is still colonizing you. So it's just an illusion. We just believe it exists, whereas it doesn't really exist. Because you thinking you are free, there's something wrong. And we've been designed right from when we were young. That's why we have problems with gender. You see that if young girls are growing up, they've been designed to always speak up anytime they are not convenient. So whenever you touch a young girl, you hear shout. In fact, you see people bringing out radio station messages telling young girls, the moment a boy touches you, cry out. The moment somebody does anything that's not convenient for you, cry out. But we have wired the male child to believing that anything you go through, keep it to yourself. You're a man, shut up. But we never knew that we were damaging them in the future without knowing. So I say this always, that it is okay for a boy to cry. It is okay for a boy to cry. But the African has actually put it in our subconscious that you need to man up, you need to be strong. So that's why you see people believe that women are more emotional and boys are more logical. That's not true. Both women and men are both logical and emotional beings. It is the one you focus on that we grow. That will lead me to this. Write this down. Anything you focus on, we grow. Anything you focus on, we grow. So if you look at yourself, ask yourself simple questions. What are my better sides? Distract yourself from the parts that are your weaknesses. Focus on your strength. You will discover that you get stronger. But if you lose focus on your strength and you're complaining about your weaknesses, you become weaker. You become weaker. So I don't know if you're still with me, please, can you just signify? And I don't know how many minutes do I have left. Please, I need to get that right. How many minutes do I have left? So I need to sum up this. How many minutes do I have left, please, Miss Faith?
You have 2 minutes, sir. I've messaged you.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not really looking at the messages. Sorry. That's one of the things I'm talking about. Focus. So you can multitask, but you cannot multifocus. Write that down. You can multitask, but you can't multifocus. In fact, I was studying the word priority in the early 1990s, okay? And I discovered that the word priority was a singular word. There's nothing like priorities. Priorities never existed. That means every man is being designed to pursue one course until that course is actually actualized. Imagine when God was creating. I love this. Even God showed us that in his creation. You will hear things like day one, he created this. Day two, even God needed a day to focus on a particular course and see that that course has really been actualized. But you want to do too many things at the same time. So day one, God created this. Day two, God created this. That's why you are going to see this consistently. That after the creation of God, which is formed from the thought of God, God revealed. That's why you see, after God created the earth, you see that God saw that it was good. That means before he could see that it was good, he actually took a review. He sat down, he checked, okay, this sun, this moon, this one I created, is it good? So if it is not good, let's edit it. So it was after creation, God saw that it was good. So that's why I say this constantly to young people. You don't have any business to rest on Sunday until you have created something with your 6 days. Follow the creator. Let's follow the creator. Don't forget, for you to create, you must follow the pattern that the creator has already put down. God created for 6 days and rested on the seventh day. What have you created for 6 days of your life? Nothing, and you want to sleep on Sunday. Something is wrong. So the only time you're permitted to rest on a Sunday is when you have created something with your Monday to Saturday. So if you have not created anything to your Saturday, you are permitted to work from Sunday to Sunday. Yes, you're permitted to work from Sunday to Sunday. And on this note, I think my time is up. And I believe that the little time we spent, we've been able to at least dive into something. I need to be very specific because the meeting was just specifically to help your mind. So I needed to be very, very specific. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I hope that you've gotten value. And thank you very much. And thank you to my brother, Mr. Samuel. And thank you to Miss Faith as well. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Can we celebrating? Where are your emojis? Okay, I can see them. I can see you, Joy. I can see Wisdom. I can see Amzat Kepler. Yes, yes. Celebrate him. Come on. Share your emojis, your emojis, your emojis. I want to see it. Come on, come on, come on. Go to the chat box. Type, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Come on, come on, come on. I'm only saying one person. Who type, thank you, sir. 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 Your emojis, your thank you, your emojis, your thank you, your emojis, your thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yes, oh, yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was an amazing session. That was an amazing session. Okay, I think there are a few things that I picked. A few things that I picked from there. I mean, that I wrote down, and I believe your notes are already full. I mean, they're already filled up. I'm not lying. No cap, Abi, no cap, actually. So I just want to say a few things. He said, you are the product of the mind of your community, not just the product of your mind. I believe we all know, okay, I'm into real estate. I sell landed properties, actually. And I'm already 1 year, yes, by God's grace, I'm 1 year old in real estate. And one of the things I found funny is this. When I was starting out, I met some, my ogas that have gone ahead of me. And I asked them, I said, I want to learn. I'm eager to learn. I want to know what is in this industry. And you know what they told me? the person that is now my mentor told me that our own mentor, she was showing up on social media for 8 good years, no cap, no cap. For 8 good years, she was showing up before she could make a sale. For 8 good years, she was just showing up on social media. Nobody came to ask her, how far now? I want to buy one property. So when I heard that word alone is enough for me. I was naive. I don't know anything. I was just starting out. In fact, I was looking for somebody that I can, be accountable to and submit to and learn from. So when they told me something like, if you were the one, you would have given up immediately, Abby. You'd have given up that 8 years equal. Me, I'm looking. It is well. So when she told me 8 years, I told myself, no, 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 that cannot be me. Can ever happen. I'm going to stay in this industry, and it's not going to be long before I make a sale. By the special grace of God, will you believe that I started real estate October 25 last year, and it was not up to a month. Okay, it was just 1 month, just 1 month. November 25, I made my first sale in December 9, and I did not make one plot. It wasn't one plot. I sold an acre. That's in millions. So your mindset, if it's not refined, it can, in fact, can we celebrate our lead speaker? Celebrate our lead speaker. He has, in fact, he has touched us. In fact, my brain is reset. Oh yes, oh yes. Yes, you are a product of not just your mind, but also your community. All right, it is this night that I learned that apart from the lands that I'm selling, there is another type of land that I used to appreciate faster than physical lands. My God. That's actually so funny, right? Yes, yes, yes. So he said your mind, your subconscious mind is actually a fertile land. So that one appreciates in value faster than the physical land we can see. It is well. May God help us in Jesus' name. And also, affirmation, he made mention of affirmation. Affirmation without action will lead to destruction. Let me add this. Affirmation without action will lead to frustration. Yes, it will lead to frustration. So at those times, I'm 1 year old, fine, but I was always telling myself, I can do this, I will do this. Imagine that I stopped showing up and I was saying, I'm going to make a sale, I'm going to make a sale, I'm going to make a sale. It won't happen. So I was implementing all I've learned so far in the real estate industry. I was always putting up for different conferences and webinars. And to God be the glory, we are not yet where we want to be, but we are no longer where we used to be. And that is what this Sage Network is going to be doing for you. Your mind is getting renewed and taking you to where you ought to be. Okay, so I need us to do something very quickly. I'll be resharing the link on the group. You all should help me post it on your status. Let's get this message to more and more people. Do we understand? Are we ready to do that? So let's go back to the improved version of myself. I mean, iVOS 2025 WhatsApp group right away. I'll be sharing the link again. So please, you help me to post them on your status right away. Thank you so much. I'll be checking our status. So, oh yeah, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, ready, go. Are we doing that? Please share, 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 and share as much as possible so that we can get these messages across to others that needs to hear this. All right, while we are on that, look, we fast forward right now to the questions and answer section. Yes, the question and answer session. I believe we all have questions. So I've seen some people raising up their hands. I don't know if that is for the question and answer session. So I'm saying Amzat Toby. Please, you can unmute yourself if you would like to use your mic, or you can simply type in the chat box so that I will read it out to our lead speaker, and then we get the answers rolling in. Is there anybody who wants to ask the question? Who has a question, please? Anybody? Hamza Toby, please, are you there? Hello? Anybody?
I'm here. I mistakenly do that.
Okay. So please, do we have questions? Do we have questions? Okay, it seems we have no questions. We have no questions. All right. This is a session you would not like to miss, everybody. All right. Right now, I'm going to be sharing my screen. Okay. So you all, please and please, I'm going to be sharing my screen right now, and we are going to be playing a wonderful game. Start praying under your breath. Oh Lord, let it be me. That's your prayer point. Oh Lord, let the picker will pick me. Affirmation, please. And action, please. Measurable action. Okay, let me see those that are ready. So you can start. Lord, let it be me tonight. Yes, we are having the giveaway session right now, and I'm going to be sharing my screen. So please, I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. All right, can we all see my screen? If you can see my screen, just react with your emojis. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we're gonna be playing a game right now. Pick a wheel. So the lucky winner is going home. The lucky winner is going home with something so amazing. Are we ready? Can you see your name there? If you can see your name there, oh yeah, react. Let me see. React. React, let me see you. Okay. I believe you can see our names, Abby. Don't worry. So I'm gonna spin this wheel, and the lucky winner will be picked by this picker wheel, and that person is going home with our giveaway. This session is going for just 3 rounds, and the 3 winners count yourself lucky. So, shall we? Ooh, who is our lucky winner? Come on, celebrate yourself for Boluati Fedabira for Wara number 38. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. That's our lucky winner. Sis Esther, please kindly take notes.
Noted, ma. Noted.
All right, is Sister Boluati Fedabira there? Please, are you there? I want to make sure that everyone participates. Oh, she's not there. Oh, oops, that one is gone. Okay, so I'm gonna respin again. We still have 3 rounds to go. So start praying under your breath. Let the picker wheel pick me. Hallelujah. Who is going on with my giveaway? Oh, don't spin, don't spin. So thank God, Unwibe, number 18. Are you there? Are you there? Hello? Hello? Oh my God. Please, if you are there, I want you to unmute your mic and tell me you are there so that. Oh, seems the person is. Hello? Oh, gone. Okay, we still have 3 rounds. Let's respin again. Ooh, who is going on with my giveaway? Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Nice. Irabita Joy, are you there? It is well. Oh, nice. Congratulations to you. And we have 2 more rounds to go. Okay, start praying. Let the picker wheel pick me. Who is going away with my given? Oh, Okpayemi Sonnet, number 25. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
I will even see your voice going. Like you don't pray. Affirmation. Oh yes. This it as well. All right. Thank you so much. So we have just 1 more round. So That lucky person, just pray, Lord, let the picker wheel pick me. Amen. Hallelujah. Okay. Who is going away with my giveaway? Number 4. Are you there? Ayomide, please, can you unmute your mic? Are you there? Oh, gone. Sorry. So I'm going to respin again. Who is going on with my giveaway? Kime. Abiola Kayode, number 46. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, even the voice. Thank you so much. So we've gotten our lucky winners. Don't worry, just stay tuned. We have another session coming up. So if you leave, yeah, your own. No. So congratulations to the winners. Let's get back to our Google Meets. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Right now, we are going to the next session. Are we ready for what is coming? If you are ready, please tap your emojis, please. Your emoji, your emojis, your emojis, your emojis. Your emojis, your emojis, your emojis, your emojis. Yes, 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 yes. So right now we are gonna be having a special person who's gonna be taking us to another. Oh, Jesus. If you're happy and excited for what is coming, come on, come on, come on. Let me see your emoji, your emoji, your emoji, your emoji. Thank you, Wisdom. Thank you, Esther. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jimo. Thank you, Oluwadamelare. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Amzat. Thank you, Ademumi. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sam Noah. Yeah, yep. So let's get right into it. I'm going to be introducing our host. Oh my God, the convener of this amazing conference. Oh yes. So just calm down and listen to what I'm about to read out to you guys. I'm not even sure some of us know his name. Okay. About our host and convener, Mr. Samuel Olorungbon is a highly phenomenal individual known for his discipline, consistency, and unwavering commitment to due diligence. A visionary thinker and hardworking innovator, he embodies excellence in all he does. Hallelujah. He's the founder of the Sage Network, a growing conclave dedicated to equipping minds to unlock their best selves, just as you are learning right now. He's a tech professional and an entrepreneur, investor, and a passionate servant of God. Mr. Samuel continues to inspire many through his dedication to personal growth, leadership, and impact. His life reflects a rare blend of creativity, purpose, and persistence, a testament that diligence and faith remain true catalysts for transformation. And iVOS 2025, which is the refined mind, a catalyst towards all-round transformation. Mr. Samuel Olorungbon is set to shape and shift minds through experiential insights that spark transformation and inspire deliberate growth. Oh my God, can we celebrate? Celebrate him, celebrate him, celebrate him, celebrate him, celebrate him. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. In fact, this man is too much. I was with him throughout the process of this conference when he was putting together this the preparation for this conference, and I was like, God, sir, you are trying. I celebrate grace. I used to think on-site programs, on-site conferences were huge. I saw webinars. It takes grace, it takes vigor, it takes passion, it takes enthusiasm, it takes everything. Yes, it takes it to set up something as amazing as this. Join me as I welcome our host as he takes us to another level of amazing wisdom. Thank you, sir. Mr. Samuel, you can have the floor right now.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I trust we're good. Oh my God! Can I see the emojis? Can I see the emojis everywhere, please? If you can comment in the in-call messages, please do that. And if you can, just click on the emoji, please. And I hope I'm audible enough. Wow, what a time! My God. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you, Mr. Gospel Elijah fan. I was blown away. Wow, that's good. That's good. That's good. Thank you so much for pouring into us. Like, if there's a man that invests so much in himself, that's Mr. Elijah. Like, he's fearless when it comes to his personal investment, personal development. He doesn't pity himself, and it's something that is worthy of emulation for all of us here. So, and I appreciate everybody who are here. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. I believe you've been gaining value. I trust you've been gaining value, and I trust you're logged to your phones. I trust you're logged to your systems, and I won't be taking much of our time because I will still have quite some few things to do. But then I'll just quickly go through my session, and believe you me, virtually almost everything I have in mind to communicate, my brother has actually done it. Like, he has done everything. He has said almost everything. So it shows that the mind of one. And thank you so much for doing that for us. Thank you so much for setting the pace for me to just, just put a little bit of structure around things. And I would also want us all to appreciate my senior brother. He's also on the call. Thank you so much for joining. He's a very busy person, but then he took our time to be here. If there's something I'm doing today, then it's flowing from him, and appreciation to you. So while having all those out of the way, I would like to proceed from here. So yeah, the refined mind, a catalyst towards all-round transformation. So you might want to ask, the refined mind, what exactly are we doing here? Well, my name is Samuel Olongun, and for a few years now, I've been on a quest to understand what really transforms from potentials into results, right? And I have discovered that there's this very key factor of transformation that we tend to belittle, which is the refined mind. You know, coming from the field I am in presently, which is the software development space, I've seen how ideas are shaped into day-to-day solutions that better the lives of people, and also having the opportunity to, tutor young minds, lead youth at different platforms. I've seen how the state of the mind of a person determines the possibilities in that person's life. I'll take that again. The state of the mind determines the possibilities that could happen through your life. So the state of your mind is very, very, very important. But then you might want to ask me that, okay, what exactly is this refined mind about? So, and as we dive through this short session, as we dive through it, I will begin to share a few insights, which would also, I believe, would spark, transformation within us. If I'm audible, please, I can get some emoji. Thank you. That would help me. That would help me to understand that I'm still with you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. So then, wow, the refined mind, a catalyst towards my head is full. Okay, yeah. The refined mind, a catalyst towards all-round transformation. Okay, so now you want to ask me, what is the mind in the first place? I wouldn't want to I don't want to bore us with so much vocabulary, but then I want to know now, what is the mind in the first place? What is the mind in the first place? Because sometimes we feel the mind is a physical organ in the body. No, the mind is a concept used to describe the combination of all the thoughts you carry in your brain. All right, all the information that sits in your brain could be termed as the mind, because the mind is an abstract concept. I want you to talk about concept. What is a concept? A concept is something that is brought about to make us understand something better. So the mind is a compendium, is a combination of all your thoughts, all your experiences. The brain is just serving as the seat of your consciousness, serving as the seat that holds all these thoughts. All right. So then, talking about that now, the brain is the container of the information. Why the mind weaves meaning to it? I'd like you to put that down. The brain is the container of the information. Why the mind is what weaves meaning. to what is being contained in your brain. So that's why you say, when you see a person that is kind of bothered, they tell you there's a lot on my mind. So not there's a lot in my brain, there's a lot on my mind. So all those thoughts are, compounded together to form the mind. So I want to ask me, what exactly is it with the mind that its refinement leads to organ transformation? What exactly is it with the mind that its refinement leads to an organ transformation? And I will cite an example here. We might have heard of situations where people are living fine. Let's say a woman that is let's say 50 or 60 years old now, she's living fine, and all of a sudden she goes for a checkup, and then she got to know that, okay, this ailment is in my body. So you would notice that most times these people begin to react to what they've heard. That means the mind has taken a shot there. The mind has been punctured there. So the mind is not acting out what has been heard. Are you with me? The mind is not acting out what has been heard. So if the mind is not something that is physical, but then it is affecting one's life, then we should pay attention to it. If the mind is not something that is physical, but then from a thought, it can change somebody's life and the person can then begin to die, then that means that mind of a thing, we should not joke with it. And let me tell you for a fact that whatever you act out is what the mind has processed. So that means we are not what we are. We are not what we think we are, but we are what we think. So you are not what you think you are, but what you think, that is what you are. All right? So our deeds and our expressions, what we do, comes from the mind. Our deeds, what we do, what we talk about, how we live our life, comes from the mind. So then you might not ask me, why then is the refinement necessary? Why is the refinement necessary? Why is refinement necessary? Do you know that when you don't refine your mind, you might be seeing opportunities as obstacles? Because when you refine your mind, that is when you are beginning to see things from a different perspective. When you don't refine your mind, then you are not seeing things from a larger or a broader perspective. Because when your mind is refined, then you can begin to take in much more information and ruminate more on them. But then I will get to how you can refine your mind. But I'm making you understand the importance of a refined mind. If you don't refine your mind, then you would recycle the same result. And why is that? It's because what you have inside of you is what you're still using to produce what you are getting. All right. But when you refine your mind, then you are beginning to add much more understanding to what you already know. And if what you already know before is not as good as what you know now, wisdom demands that you discard what you know before and then add that new one that is much more profitable and it's much more insightful than the previous one. All right. So now, how do I refine my mind? How do I refine my mind? One is visualization. Why am I here? I'm here to give you a structure of what or how you should go about this refinement. Because if I keep talking and I don't give you a framework of how you begin this process of refinement, then I will just bombard you with information. But then there will not be action to be taken upon them. So information is just when you get information, you just have them. But when you act upon them, then they lead to transformation. But then to be able to act upon an information, there must be a structure to it. That's why I'm coming here to give us this soft structure that we can work with, because we still have stuff to do this night, but then we won't take our time. But let me continue. So one is visualization. How do I then refine my mind? If my mind is able to control my entire life, then how do I refine my mind? And let me tell you, what exactly is even refinement? If we say refinement, what does refinement mean? So to refine here, it means that you are discarding what you already have there and putting what is even better than what is there before. And do you know one thing I've learned is that there's something called psychoclerosis and homeostasis. I won't bore you with the English, but what psychoclerosis means is that you already have a predefined notion or a predefined thought or a predefined belief in your heart. That's psychoclerosis. And what is homeostasis? It means that you begin to look for information that will continually support what you already have in your mind. So for you to refine your mind, then you must first be willing to unlearn some particular things you've learned from the past. You must begin to see things with a bias that peradventure I am wrong, then I would align myself to be right. That means you must be teachable. All right. So now, what is visualization? Because I've talked about what the mind is, how the mind shapes us, the things we do are because of the information we have in our brain that the mind is working with. What you do right now is as a result of what your brain has saved and your mind is using it to form your actions. So if you want to change what you're doing now, that means you must take in new things that will refine what is there already. You will get those old ones out. And then those new ones begin to form your action. And if that can continue well enough, your being will start changing. It's like you have a dirty bucket and then you are putting a fresh tap water in it. And there's an outlet where those dirty water can follow out. Before you know, the water will be clean. So one, visualization. And what is visualization? This is when you have a picture of the kind of ideal life you want. You have a picture of where you want to get to. And I believe all of us here will have that. And I could remember when Mr. Goswill Elijah Apan said something. He said, affirmation alone won't take you there. Yes. So what he's trying to say there is that affirmation is also important, but it is not enough to take you to where you're going. So one of the gifts of affirmation is that you have a mental picture. You are saying, okay, I will be this, I will be that. You have it in your mind because it is what you keep in your mind that you will eventually manifest. All right? It is what you are visualizing. What you continually visualize is what you will materialize. So if you don't have where you're going, every door looks like an opportunity. Please, if you can put it down, please put it down. If I don't know where I am going, every door will look like an opportunity. If I don't know where I'm going, every door will look like an opportunity. And two, you will eventually materialize what you continually visualize. You will eventually materialize what you continually visualize. If you can still hear me, please, let me see some emojis, please. If you can still hear me, please, let me see some emojis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So one is visualization. I will quickly speed up now because we still have quite some few things we'll do. So what then is the next thing after you now visualize? Because we're talking about how do I refine my mind after you visualize, because the first step is visualization, having a picture of where I'm going. Because one thing that picture will do for you is that it begins to guide your direction. It will begin to guide where you're going. And what your mind will do is that when you give your mind this picture, you know, your mind takes this as an instruction. Okay, now let me give you this example. Let me say that again before I give you this example. When you give your mind the picture, it serves as an instruction. And let me give you this example. Do you know that if I hold a phone and I drop it on the table and I tell maybe Mrs. Amzat Toby or Mr. or I tell Abiola Kayode, don't pick that phone. Do you know what the man will tell him? Push that phone. That is why when we are in secondary school or primary school, when we are passing close a wall, we didn't have the mind to touch the wall. But what you see on that wall, don't touch this wall. Your mind will tell you, touch that wall. So your mind does not take no for an answer. It is the picture you give it follows. So first things first, you visualize it. But you know, the problem most people or most persons have is that they stop at the level of affirmations. They stop at the level of visualization. It is okay to visualize, but don't stop there. And we are going to the next one now. So one is visualization. Two is determining the price you will pay. Or let's put it this way, the will to pay the price. One is visualization. Two is the will to pay the price. Because you cannot, and I came about something. I have my reasons for not talking about different kind of individuals that have done this, done that, done this, done that, because I don't want us to spend more time talking. We can talk about people now that have done things. All right, you can check this name, John Fogarty. This guy failed in school. During their dorm, when they were about graduating, they asked them, "What do you want to become?" And the guy told the school he wants to become a billionaire. And everybody laughed at him. But then go check his story. I will drop it on the group for us to read about. Just remind me, please, Mr. Faith. Please remind me. I would inform you what I would share on the group what that is. But let's continue. So now the will to pay the price. Don't get lost. What we're talking about is how do I refine my mind? If you're still with me, please let me see some emojis. If you're still with me, type in the box, I am here. Type in the box, I'm here. Type in the income messages, I'm here. I'm here. I am here. I want to see, I am here. I am here. I am here. So I know we are still together. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now, the first one is visualization. The second one now is the will to pay the price. And you know, one thing I've learned is that, you know, this thing actually happened to me. It happened personally to me. You know, you can't determine the price when you are starting. That's the biggest lie they'll lie to you. Like, determine the price and be willing to pay it. You can never determine the price of the picture you've painted on your head or in your mind when you're starting. But the will to pay the price, come what may, what I encounter. There's a difference in determining the price to pay and then the will to pay the price. If you have the will to pay the price, then come what may, even if the price is now spanning beyond what you defined in your mind or in your head, then you tell yourself, so far this picture is still before me, I go. Come what may. And my friend, we have a slang, if I leave, I leave. My God. So the will to pay the price must be there. And nothing changes until somebody is at work. Nothing works except you are at work. Nothing will change. There's a law called the law of cause and effect. It says for every action there is a reaction. And for every action there's a reaction. And even when you're not taking action, you are taking action again. The English people call it inaction. So your inaction is an action. All right. So one, I've spoken about one, visualization. I've spoken about two, the will to pay the price. Now let's come to three. Three is the force of information and knowledge. I'll take it again. One is visualization. Two is the will to pay the price. Three is the force of information and knowledge. And if there's one thing that we should learn in this age, is that we should learn to consume content, consume materials. Because when you're consuming materials of somebody, you are seeing the world through their lenses. And let me tell you the fact that a person might write something and then it took them 30 years to write that thing. All right. But then when you read it, person who wrote an experience of 30 years, you read it in 2 or 3 weeks. Do you know that experiences automatically adds to yours? And do you know what information does? This is the fuel that strengthens our mind. Information strengthens. Now, let me give you an example. How does information strengthen your mind? Should I tell you for a fact that if you are willing to take a decision, but then you are scared of taking a decision, that's a sign that you have reduced knowledge in that part of what you want to do. If you are willing to take a step or maybe buy a product or get a cloth, but then when you're about buying it and then you are like, oh, do I buy this thing? That is fear. And that particular fear is coming from a reduced sense of knowledge of that thing you're about to do. So one of the things that stops us from taking steps or from taking bold steps or from taking initiative or from starting an idea is because we lack adequate knowledge to frontier that idea. So what can you do then? Engage in the law of information and knowledge. Please write in the income message information and knowledge. I want to see sincerely, because you know one thing about life I've studied is that there is power in reputation. Don't fear a man that does 1,000 things, but fear a man that did one thing 1,000 times. All right. So knowledge is not just knowledge, but knowledge is what you know that gives you an edge. All right. Knowledge is what you know that gives you an edge. So when you know knowledge, or when you have a knowledge of a thing, it gives you an edge compared to the person who does not have it. And let me tell you a fact, transformation requires knowledge. If you want to transform, you have to seek for knowledge. I can go on and talk about people about knowledge and how they amass knowledge all through their lives. And you can see it in their lives. And one thing about knowledge is you must be willing to delay gratification. Because it is not the 2 or 3 videos or the content or the courses you take or the 4 books you read that would immediately transform you. It's a compounding thing. And it takes you to have grit and dexterity. You must stay there. So I've talked about 1, visualization. 2, the will to pay the price. 3, the forces of information and knowledge. And I come to the 4th one, your reference group. That's why I was saying that the lead speaker said a lot of things from my note here. Because I was just asking myself, did he come and meet me? So 4 says the reference group. So if you don't have a reference group, shall I tell you what that means? That means that your view is shortened, because there is just so little you can do on your own. The reference group. Sorry, my tongue is kind of twisted. I don't call out very well. The reference group. Thank you so much. The reference group. And I would like you to just listen on this. The reference group is the circle of people who influence your thinking. The circle of people who influence your thinking. Not only your thinking, they influence your belief. Not only your belief, they influence your habits. Because the circle you belong to is what you become. You become what you behold. You become what you behold. Put that down. I become what I behold. I become what I behold. And what happens to you when you begin to move around circles that are impactful and circles that are transformational? 1, your perspective begins to expand. Your perspective, the way you see things begins to expand. The way you see things begins to expand. Also, it helps your standards rise. I won't lie to you. When you move with people of standard, your standards begin to rise. You are forced to rise. Your standards will rise. Even your decisions will be better. Because you are seeing your friend taking a decision, and then you feel like, okay, if he's taking this decision, then I should also be able to take this same decision and be better with things I do. But how did you do it? Do you know what the subconscious? My brother talked about the subconscious mind. There are things that we are saying now. That's why this session is on record. I would share it and go back and listen to it again. There are things that we are saying now that you're not hearing, and there are things that when you listen again, we will not say some things, but you will hear them. And then your appetite for growth increases. Your appetite for growth increases. And this is one of the reasons the state network is inexistent. That we are a conclave of impactful minds that are purposeful, knowing what they want to do. But then we cannot do it alone on our own. So we come together as a force. We come as a force to push impact, to push influence. Because there are certain doors that even if you have the whole finance, you can't enter. Even if you've got the funds, you can't enter. You have to speak to someone, and we are forming that kind of a coven here. So if you're here, you need to understand that the state network is not just for us to gather and play and go. No, it is for impactful minds. And when you find yourself in the conclave, because conclave is about a confined unit of purposeful people, knowing what they are doing and having where they're going. And trusting God, the next one we'll be holding will be a physical one. And then we will connect, we will share minds, we will share ideas. A lot of things will sprout forth within us. And then we are not doing this for ourselves alone, but we want to do this to impact our surroundings, impact everyone around us. Just ensure that you are driving change. So I spoke about the visualization part of things. I spoke about the will to pay the price. I spoke about the force of knowledge and information. And I spoke about the reference group. And this will be our watchword going forward. Because these are the strategic moves we can plug in place and begin to fly. And imagine if I'm doing that, somebody else is doing that, and we are coming together to form a force. You know, one of the aims and the visions of this network is that when you hear, you want to ensure every external factor that wants to stop you from making impact or making thriving moves in every part you chose are cut out first. And then you are left with your own personal push to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. That when you get here first, then you are very sure that every form of external factor that will stop you from impacting your immediate environment and you growing is first cut out. And then we can deal from within and then push. I wouldn't want us to see this as we just coming together and just forming a clique and then coming to play and then just, chatting. No. But then let's face the business for tonight. So the refined mind, a catalyst towards all-round transformation, means that once your mind can be refined, and it's a continuous process. That is why I spoke about the will to pay the price, because it will get to some point that it would seem as if, no, you can't go forward again. But then I wrap up with this. The thoughts you think in your mind become your action. All right? The thoughts you think in your mind become your action. And your action, it becomes your habit. Your thought becomes your action. Your action becomes your habit. And your habit, over time, becomes your character. Your habit becomes the character. And what you do in character over time, it becomes your life. So it starts from the place of the thought. So if your thought cannot be shaped, then your actions will not be shaped. If your actions cannot be shaped, then your habits will not be shaped. If your habits cannot be shaped, then your character cannot be shaped. If your character cannot be shaped, then your life will be shaped. I pray. So it starts from the tiniest of the thoughts. It starts from your thought. So if your thought is shaped, then your actions will be shaped. If your actions is shaped, your habits will be shaped. If your habit is shaped, your character will be shaped. And over time, you see that the life is transformed. So I'll wrap up here. Each time you have a thought in your head, I would like you to tally that thought to your visuals. Where do I tell myself I'm going? What have I predestined in my mind to achieve? Once that thought comes, that picture will filter that thought, and your mind will tell you, you've given me this picture. Now, this thought that is coming, it is not in alignment with what you've given me. Can we discard these thoughts now? And if your willpower is strong enough, that's the will to pay the price. So the price you're paying at that point is you telling yourself, this thought I discarded, and I didn't touch one thing under the will to pay the price, which I would like to say here, and I will wrap up there. Now, there's something about the will to pay the price that I would like to talk about here, because I also operate in the software development space, and I understand quite a few things. There's a way applications are built that you will be hooked to those applications. How many of us here, this thing happens to you? Don't have a message on your WhatsApp, but you just go there and scroll and check if there are messages. If any of them is here, please, can you just give me a thumbs up? It happens to me sometimes. You just go there and just scroll. Why? It is called hooked in the software development space. You are hooked. Your mentality has been shaped to be connected to that app. There was a time WhatsApp was down for maybe what's it called? Maybe for 2 hours, and it appeared as if rapture took place. People were everywhere. What has happened to WhatsApp? Because we've been hooked. All right. So if you cannot, there's something called mental discipline under the will to pay the price. You have to be mentally disciplined. That what I am taking in, is it helping that picture? That is why the picture is important. Because one thing that happens, let me tell you one thing. No, let me take an example. Now I am here now. All through my day, I've watched TikTok, and I'm not saying TikTok is bad. You can watch TikTok and laugh a little bit, a little here, a little there, watch content, fine. But let me tell you what happens. That you should know. Your brain will take every bit of information, the one you remember, and those information will enter your subconscious mind, as Mr. Elijah Akpan said. And those pictures don't end there. Where do you think ideas come from? Idea comes when you sat down and you're not thinking about anything. Your mind will not begin to work on all the information you've taken in. Can I bring something meaningful out of these things these guys have taken in throughout the day? That's why sometimes you saw a picture in the day, you didn't remember, but at night when you're about to sleep, you suddenly remembered. That is because your mind is bringing out those pictures and looking for what to use to form your life. So if you've taken in junk throughout the day, you cannot bring clarity out of confusion, people. You've taken in Mackinder, you've taken in Pella, you've taken in, what's it called now? Taking in everything. You read Bible also, you watched Ashebi Bella, you did everything, just jam-packed everything. Now your mind is now coming. It is good to watch those things, but there are limits. That's why I say mental discipline. There are times when you watch them, quite fine, but you must guard your life. That is why my brother said something. He said he decides who he listens to. You decide what you watch. So when you are not at night, you are about to sleep. Now your mind begins to ruminate all the things these guys have given you to hit, and the mind does not know good or bad. The mind will take everything. So imagine somebody who has studied throughout the day, he has done productive things. Now he's coming back at night and about to sleep, and you now see that this person is waking up and is putting something down, penning ideas down. Do you think the idea just came from anywhere? No, it came from the compendium, from the compilation of everything that person has taken in throughout the day. So the mind now comes at night and filters the information. What can we build from this? What can we couple out of this? And he said something about people on jobs. taking a job is not bad, but then what do you want to do with the job? Are you looking to scale from that job, or you're willing to be there? Because one thing I've learned about people that are in jobs, because I'm also in a job right now. So one thing I've learned is that people sometimes don't like their job. So how do they escape from their job, even when they are still on the job? Let me say they're at work and the work is looking stressful, and then they're like, okay, let me just take like 30 minutes or 1 hour off my job. What do? They watch video. They watch content just to have a quick instant gratification. And then when they get home, they're tired, they sleep. If they're up again, they're out. Same thing recycling, and they continue that thing for a long time. What will happen? But when you throughout your day being deliberate about what you're taking in, and then at night you're about to sleep, and then you sleep. When you wake up refreshed. A time will come, all those bits and pieces of information will compound and give you something to work upon. So please, let's live here and have the mind that yes, I want to deliberately feed my mind. I want to deliberately feed my mind with what will transform me. So what you'll be doing from here is going forward from here. Get the picture in your head. Let the picture guide you. Let it be the compass. That when you are now going in your day, you're seeing this. When you see this, your mind will tell you, this is the picture you gave me. This thing you are seeing, I am not sure it is going to fit where you're going. Can you please discard it? And then the will to pay the price will tell you now, this is the time for us to work. Discard this thing. And then discarding it, you don't just discard it, because life abhors vacuum. There's no vacuum in this life as you're talking. And this is one example. If you have 0 naira right now, and then somebody immediately give you 10K, you will see that the needs that were not there before will start coming up, because the fund is the vacuum. They want to fill it. So once you discard that thing that will not fit the picture of where you're going, once you discard that picture, you replace that picture with something that will fit where you're going. That is where information and knowledge comes in. So when you now feed it over time, if you have friends, you can recommend to them, oh, I did this today. That is why accountability is good. And the Sage Network is a platform where we can also be accountable to ourselves. So ladies and gentlemen, please, the refined mind is not for jokes. It's a real work of life transformation. And if you're ready to walk this journey, we do it together here. So thank you so much. I hope we've gained value. Our meeting won't end here. We will always continue on the network group on WhatsApp. And I believe that going forward, we will look back to this day, and then we will say, yes, we are being transformed. Thank you so much. God bless you. I would love to take questions now. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You can go on and on, but our time is gone. Let's wrap up. Let's wrap up. Thank you.
Wow, that was an amazing session. If you enjoyed that session, can you let me see your emojis. Kindly type in the chat box. Say thank you, sir. 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 Your emojis. Your thank you, sir. Your emojis. Your thank you, sir. Your emojis. Thank you. Thank you. I can see Joy. I can see Abiola. I can see Adekoya. I can see yeah. Thank you. I can see Noah. Yes. Thank you, Wisdom. I can see you. Thank you, Oluwadamilare. Yes. We can do it. We can do more. Thank you, Oluwatobi. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Wisdom. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Joy. That was an amazing session. Wow. To be honest, your thoughts determine your actions. Yes, what you think about, determines your actions, and your actions over time shape your habits, and your habits over time shape your character, and over time, that is just the worth of your life. That is the sum total of your life. You are shaped by these things. That was an amazing session. Thank you so much, Mr. Samuel. Our host is loaded. It is well. No time, but we'll continue in our WhatsApp group. Yeah, thank you so much. And I hope your book is full. All right, if you have questions, I can see a lot of us raising up our hands. I don't know. Do we have questions? You can easily type in the chat box, or perhaps you can unmute yourself and kindly speak up. Your time starts now. Okay, I can see Adekoya Bukumi, you're raising up your hand. Please, can you unmute yourself and the question?
I'm not
What did
asking
you
any
say?
question.
Your
I
hand
said
is
I'm not
raised.
asking. Oh, maybe mistake. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Any other person? No other person? Okay. This opportunity is gone. That means we all understand what we've been taught so far. It is not enough for you to listen to these words of wisdom. You know, knowledge put to full use is actually power. They used to say knowledge is power, knowledge is power. Yes, knowledge is passive power. But the knowledge you put to use is active power, you get. And our lead speaker once said that a man that is knowledgeable will have an edge over a man that is ignorant. In real estate, sorry, I'm referring to real estate. I do tell people that ignorance is expensive. It can cost you millions. Yes. So what you don't know can cost you millions. And thank God for such a mind-blowing conference as this. And thank you for making yourself available. All right away, we are going to our second giveaway session. And I'll be sharing my screen right now. So if you were not able to win any of the giveaways at first, I want you to start affirmation right now. Let the picker wheel. Let's put it this way. The picker wheel must pick me. Yes, the picker wheel picks me. Anyhow you want to put it, just put it that way. All right, I'll be sharing my screen right now. Okay. Sorry. I'm coming, just a moment. All right. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen right away. You can see my screen, right? Okay, so if you are not able to win the giveaway the first time, this is your chance to win your giveaway. Are we ready for my giveaway? All right, I'm gonna be spinning now. Please, if you are on the call, if you are in this conference, once the picker will picks you, please let us know on time so that we can finish up on time. Thank you so much. Okay, who is gonna go home with my giveaway? Ooh, ooh. Yes.
Yes.
Esther, number
Esther, number 7.
please, are you on this call?
I'm here.
Oh, yes. Hallelujah. Power. All right. Thank you so much. Sister Esther, and we are going for 2 more rounds. And who is going on with my giveaway? With my giveaway? Ooh. Oh my God! Who is? Oh yes, Ajuya David, number 20. Are you on this call? Are you on this call? Oh no, sorry, that chance is gone. All right, we still have 2 more rounds. Thank God for the lucky winner who will be lucky soon. Who is going on with my giveaway? Hey, Jesus. Sister Simi Zion, number 12. Are you on this call? Simi Zion, you on this call? Hey, whoa. If you're on this call, please just mute yourself. Ah, that one too is gone. No. All right, we still have 2 more rounds. Okay. Ayodele Timothy number 33. Are you on this call? Timothy, are you on this call? So sorry. Gone. We still have 2 more rounds. Yes. Tanua Afolabi number 22. Are you on this call?
Yes, so.
Oh, thank God so you do. So congratulations. Thank you. All right. Cleaning last. Oh yes. Who is going on with my last giveaway? Oh Jesus. Oh my God. Ewo. Yanwolua Akinwale number 32. Are you on this call? Are you on this call? Oh no, I'm so sorry. Okay, 1 more round, and then we call it a time. Who is going on with my giveaway tonight? Abigail Bolata, number 45. Are you on this call? One of the commodes during the period of giveaway. It is well. Okay, one more time. Yes. Oh, Jesus. Papa, are you on this call? Sir Samuel Adeosun, number 29.
I'm you.
Oh, yes. Congratulations, sir. Thank you so much. And that will be all for our Pika Wheel. Thank you for joining. That is all for our giveaway session. All right, I'll stop sharing my screen. Yep. Congratulations to all the lucky winners. Don't worry, you'll be credited 1 million each. I'm not talking anything, no. It is well. Okay, right about now, we'll be going straight to our perks and benefits for the most engaging participant. So, who reacted most? Who engaged most? Who? Who reacted most? Who engaged most? Who typed the most? Who, who did the most? Oh yes. Thank you so much. All right. From our messages, sir, thank God you're just coming. If I just win that last giveaway, it is well. Okay, so from all our reactions, and by the power vested on me by our convener and host, actually, I just want to tell you what it's all about, these specs and benefits, what it's all about. It means that this person we're going to be calling right now is going to be enjoying, how do I put it now? It's going to be enjoying what we call one-on-one session and follow up with our lead speakers and host. So this person will be guided by our host and also our lead speaker. Yes, he can share his or her ideas and they will be putting the person through and up to the point where this person can actualize his or her dreams and visions. Remember, we talked about visualizing, and then we also talked about action, and then we also talked about your thoughts. Yes, so we are bringing it from the thoughts realm into the reality realm. All right. Hey, Chineke. Wisdom, sorry, don't worry, your name will be on the picker wheel the next time. Pele. It is well. Okay, your name is not on the picker wheel, Jesus. I'm so sorry. That should be an oversight. We are so sorry. Sorry for that. That is from our end. Sorry. We had to put a lot of things together. Yes, and we must have omitted that. We are so sorry. All right, for tonight, by the power vested upon me by the host, I want to make welcome the person who is going to be enjoying our perks and benefits of for this year in person of Irate Peter Joy. Yes, I'm not doing that because she's okay, because she's just active, but she has been following up and check the chat box and then all of that. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you. Congratulations, Irepita Joy. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, without wasting much of our time because our time is far spent. We are going to be okay. I'm going to be calling on our host is going to be taking over from here, and then we'll call it a day. Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Samuel, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you. I believe you've gotten value. I believe everybody has been, impacted in one way or the other from the first session to the giveaway to the quick Q&A, even though you were not asking questions, but then it's fine. And also to the second session, which I took, I hope we've been blessed, second giveaway, and also to the person who is going with the perks and benefits. I appreciate everybody for being here, and I'm glad that we were able to have this as a success, which is not just a fulfillment for me, but for everybody. It's about everybody. So yeah. So before we leave, I would like to also make us understand that as a form of appreciation, I think I have to share my screen at this point. Okay. Oh, please, can you turn on my screen share, please? Can you turn on screen sharing? I think it's not turned on my side. So this is a form of appreciation from the Sage network, which is the fact that every of the attendees will be getting a certificate of impact. Every of us will be getting a certificate of impact, which I would like to just show us how it will look. And all of us, each and every one of us will be having will be having access to this particular certificate, which after now, the mail you use in registering will get an access of an editor, because every one of us are getting a certificate. But let me just show you how the certificate looks like. And let me tell you one thing, please keep this certificate very, very close to you. Keep it as an important credential for you, because it will get to a point where the name, the Sage Network, will not carry just the name for the sake of it, but it will carry the value that you tendering this at anywhere you get to would definitely speak for you. And I'm speaking not just from my tongue here, but I'm speaking from the depth of my soul, because trust me, a lot of investment is going into this network. And the aim for this network is to equip minds so that they can unlock their best self. And if you're having this will serve as a backing for whatever you do, that it will stand for you and give you a voice, even in the marketplace. So this is how the certificate looks like. This is a form of one appreciation for you all being here, and also a form of recognition for the impact you have been able to make during this meeting. So this is one for one of the attendees. This is how your certificate will look. And after now, you all will be getting access to your personalized folder. So trust me, whatever is going to happen also going forward that will carry your name will also be saved in this particular folder. Okay, so this is how it looks for all for the attendees. And also, I want to take this time to really appreciate the volunteers as well, starting from the anchor herself, Peter. I really appreciate you. I value you so much. Also, there's someone on the call. Her name is Esther Ademumi. I really appreciate your effort. You know, this person, they put out call to all of us. If you notice, some people called us to take up on us, you know how we're doing, to remind us of the meeting. So they also they did a lot. And also to Adejoke Jimo. No, that lady is an impactful lady, and I really appreciate her effort, because she deliberately volunteered that she wants to be part of this, and she put in her effort, and it was immense. So for that, their certificate will be slightly different from the general certificate, which theirs would carry an emblem of a star. All right. So I would show you that now. So that is how theirs look like. Okay, let me use this as an example because these things are not just graphical representation. They carry immense meaning. And when you read the content of the certificate, you would see that it speaks to what has happened to you today. So they get a star here, and the content here is a little bit different from the general. So it's a way of on the Sage Network recognizing their effort, which is actually commendable and which made today a success. All right. So thank you so much. And lastly, before we wrap up, I would also want to appreciate the lead speaker and also the anchor. Like thank you so much. Thank you so much to the anchor, Page Regulator. I know we are getting lands from you. A point will come where the Sage Network will be getting lands repeatedly from
Oh
the
yes, so
and I even believe that then you will have had your own corporation as well. So for the lead speaker and also for the anchor, we'll be giving them a certificate of award, which is something I would have loved my senior brother to do. But then I know he would have been busy. He would be busy by now, and I didn't inform him before now. And he's a man of structure, so I'm doing it for him. But he just assume he's the one doing it, and I'll have loved him to just say a few things. But then we don't have time anymore. Maybe next time he would address us, and he would also impact us. And if you notice, there are certain times that somebody mentions our group from his status, that is him, because he's always dropping messages on his status talking about be intentional, you are not too young and it's not too late. Be intentional, you are not too young and it's not too late. You are not too young to start and it's not too late to revive what you think you should have done before. So I will be giving a certificate of award to the lead speaker. Let me first start from the anchor. So let me just quickly get a page. So it just give me a minute. The replica. Okay. Set the replica. So this is for the anchor. For the anchor. So it's a certificate of award that celebrates their immense input into the success of the Sage Network. And I really see this medium to say a big thank you to you. Thank you for the input, for your busy schedule. You have definitely been amazing. And also, I don't know if the lead speaker is still here with us. I'm very sure he might have jumped on his desk to get some knowledge back in his brain because he has dished out. He has dished out and he would also want to refill himself because for every information you dished out, there is a power behind it that reduces until you refine again. So this is also for the lead speaker, which we believe that we would pray for them by God's grace going forward. You want to see this in their shelves and really appreciate. This is actually an emblem of an eagle. So keep flying, sir, and we appreciate you. And also on the Anchors Award, she's got Star Award, and through our vocal coach, is going to refine and shape the league of the women's and also everybody alike. So thank you so much. And also before we leave, I want us all to also join me in celebrating an impactful lady, which also has been of immense impact. It is a very dear person to me, very dear to me, so very important to me. And she just finished serving. And can you imagine, through her service here, she was the president of three bodies. One, she was the CDS president. Two, she was the president of our place of primary assignment, the hospital she worked in. And also, she's a lady, so I'm not hiding anything here. She's a lady. And then the third, she was the president of our fellowship in church. So that is three responsibilities in one, and she delivered seamlessly through all these parastatals. So thank you so much. Her name is Ayomide J. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. She also won giveaway, but then where she is over there in the north, network is so bad, so she was not able to claim a giveaway. But I personally will be giving her a giveaway which is gonna encompass beyond that which you all have gotten here. So that's cool. That's cool. So with all that being said, I would like to appreciate all of us. I would like to appreciate everybody. Please just give me a minute to call our names. I'd like to appreciate Abiola Basigiyu, Abiola Kayode, thank you. Adejo, Dr. Jimo, thank you. Pastor Adeoshun Samuel, you want to give away, thank you. Adewumi Esther, thank you. God bless you. Alao Noah, you are amazing. Ayomide Ige, I call you Puki. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. Elijah Akwan, oh my God, this man. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad because I know we all have been impacted. I've been checking the figures since, and then we've been here, picking and then still staying. That's impactful. Thank you so much. Benwami Akinade, thank you. Bishara Adebayo, thank you. Habib Absalam, salam. Thank you so much. Amzat Tobi, thank you. Ilekbita Joy, thank you. We believe going forward, impact will be better out of you. Thank you, Brodami, Oluwadamilala, Emmanuel Logo, thank you. Thank God, Uribe, with the man with the giveaway winning. Thank you so much. Chana Akiwale, thank you so much. Also, this lady is so amazing, doing massive things in Imo. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. Wisdom Friday, thank you so much. So, without saying so much anymore, we are bringing the Sage Network's first yearly conference, which is the iVOS 25, to a close at this point. Trust me, iVOS 25 is coming here to stay. It's going to be a yearly meeting, and we all are going to get impacted. And the next time we'll be meeting as a conclave that is showing forth what is possible to the refined mind. So thank you so much. God bless you. And we thank God for today. Thank you so much. God bless you. And see you on the other side. From now, you will get messages in your mail about how you're going to get your certificate, because you can go there, you can download it, you can get it out, you can print it, you can frame it. It's an emblem of impact, it's an emblem of purpose, it's an emblem of achievement, an emblem of what is going to be possible through you going forward. And I trust that this will find full expression. So thank you so much. And I hope I've been audible all through I've been speaking. Please help me confirm so I don't cry right now. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much for coming out immediately, despite your busy schedule and your church activities and the whole night working. Thank you so much, everybody. So thank you. If you have further messages, if you can just DM me, you can just talk to me, and then we'll pick it up from there. Thank you so much. Brother Samuel, thank you so much. We'll catch up from here. So thank you. You can begin to leave. Thank you. God bless you. Have a sound night rest. Thank you so much. Yeah, take care, everybody. And I'll be the last person to leave this call. So I want to see everybody leave right now. And you can go to the group and type impact. You can post on your status, type impact. You can share everywhere, type impact. You can just go and do what it is to make people understand that you didn't waste your time to be here. You actually got value. And this value will speak going forward. Talk about the visualization, talk about the will to pay the price, talk about the force of knowledge and information, and talking also about the reference group. Please, let's put this into work, and this will be our watchword going forward into 2026. I want to see what will happen if we don't quit. Thank you so much. Let's begin to live. Thank you so much. I'm done. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. I'll be the last to leave this book, please. So let's start this. Thank you. Take care. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Value has been served. Now let's get to action. Let's do what's needful for us. Let's ensure we put our value there and get better with our lives. Yeah. God bless you.